Hey guys, welcome back to another Helix video. So in the last video, I went over a patch that used snapshots to control changes to the Variax as well as changes within the Helix itself. One of the features I used for that patch build was something in the newer firmware called Snapshot Bypass. What this does, it allows a block to be completely unaffected by snapshot changes. Well, I got a couple questions about that feature, so I wanted to do a follow-up that was more explaining what that is and when it might be useful. So I built a quick patch. We'll pop over here and take a look at it. Essentially what this is going to allow you to do is treat the Helix a little bit more like a multi-channel amp and a pedal board if you so choose to do. A lot of guys like that setup in the real world, so to speak. And if you do like that setup, I do have a patch on the marketplace that is a fully fleshed out 4-channel amp with a complete pedal board. I'll put a link to that in the description below. There'll also be a link to this patch, which is just a more basic, just proof of concept kind of thing. So anyway, let's jump over to the editor and I'll show you what I'm talking about. Okay, so now we're taking a look at the patch. And the key thing here is that the snapshot bypass selection is unchecked. And it's unchecked on these. I have basically 2 drives, a modulation and a delay, and it's unchecked on all 4 of these blocks. So these blocks are being treated as they would in a real physical pedal board. You can make whatever changes you want via snapshots. For instance, here I have 2 snapshots, 1 clean and 1 drive, and so everything that's bracketed here is being controlled by snapshots. So when I click the drive, it ups the drive. I've made some EQ changes and volume changes to kind of match where you don't get a huge volume jump when you change. So this would be in essence like changing channels on an amplifier. And as you'll notice, nothing is changing with these 4 blocks. So if I turn a couple on, I go to the drive, they stay on. So the cool thing with this is if guys are coming over from the world of having a pedal board where they have, say, a multi-channel amp, they have their channel switcher on their pedal board and then multiple drives, modulations. What we all know, guitar players, we love pedals. We can't have enough pedals, right? So this allows you to treat Helix more in that frame of mind, where in snapshot mode you have your channel switcher, so to speak. And then in stomp mode, you have a full pedal board. A lot of guys have operated in this manner for years and years, and it works. So this is just a way of replicating that in the digital realm. So let's say you're on the drive and you have your delay turned on. And then you want to switch over to the clean. So as you would with if you had a channel switching amp, you just play, switch to the clean, your physical delay pedal is going to stay on. So same thing here. It's the same thing, with the modulation or delay effects. Of course, the same with the drive effects. Let's say we're using the valve driver for lead. We're on the clean setting, and then we want to at some point just kick it up into the drive channels, just as an example. So you can see if you like the dynamic, if you're used to a channel changing amplifier and pedals on the ground, this is a way to replicate that in Helix. And you don't have, obviously, you don't have to have every stomp effect with the Snapshot bypass enabled. You can pick and choose. There may be stomp boxes that you want tied to snapshots, and then there might be some that you just want just an on-off. You know, maybe it's a kind of an effect, like let's say like a pitch shift, like an octave down, where you don't want to have to worry about the snapshots messing with it. Every so often you might just want to kick it in, you know, just an octave down for whatever, throwing a bass line out or something. So it's nice to be able to have that option. You can mix and match any way you want, of course, with Helix. So just wanted, you know, again, just wanted to expound on that a little bit. I had some questions in the last video about when you would want to use that and what that really means, the snapshot bypass. So I hope this is helpful. Again, this patch I just kind of threw together. It's not a super tweaked out patch or anything. It'll be available for free on Custom Tone. And if you want to check out, I do have a 4-channel amp with a complete pedal board built out, available on the Line 6 marketplace. I'll put, again, a link to that in the description as well. Thanks for checking this out. If you have any questions, anything I didn't cover, or you'd like to see me cover in future videos, please let me know in the comments below. Like, subscribe, share, all that fun stuff. So as always, thanks for checking out my videos. I hope it was helpful, and we'll see you next time.